Hey, 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 this is your recap Aunty Shar. Hey, y'all, happy Sunday. Hopefully you all are having a great Memorial Day. And I know y'all like, Auntie, what the fuck you doing on here right now? Well, first of all, I missed an opportunity that Maria Howell, she was performing last night at a local jazz spot. And I had bought a ticket for another show that some of my friends were in last night. But if I had known that she was going to be performing last night, I would have had my behind right there and I would have took a picture with her. Tell her how much I love her character, but I missed it. So I think she's going to be back here at our local jazz spot in September. But I've been stalking it real closely to see when the next time she's going to be coming because I'm going to be there in the house. So anyway, I'm on this video today to talk about Leslie. I know you like, girl, if you don't stop thinking about Leslie, I know, but the way that she's playing this role, Trisha, girl, she's doing such an amazing job. But I'm thinking about the character. Now I'm in here like washing some clothes. Yes, I'm washing some clothes today. And I'm, making me something to eat. And I was talking to my boyfriend this morning, just talking to him about just some thoughts. Like these are just some little random thoughts I think about Leslie, right? Just I don't know which episode, I can't quote which episode it was, but I remember she called in a favor. I think it was right before Nicole's award ceremony. She called somebody and said, "Hey," was it then? No, I think it was before the hospital. It was the hospital. She called somebody on the other line and said, "Hey, I need a favor." So it's somebody that she knows at the hospital that's working favors for her. I think that long time ago, Nicole was so distraught about losing these babies. And back then with in vitro fertilization, it wasn't nothing for women to have 7 babies in one stomach at one time, honey. You just had it and you didn't even know it. It was back then, back 20 plus years ago. Sextuplets, octuplets, they were all over the place back then, 20 plus years ago. I feel that Nicole was pregnant with twin girls. I also feel that I think that she might have had them, maybe one was hiding behind the other and they could only hear one heartbeat, I think. She had them cesarean. She had the baby. She was so out of it because her and Ted probably thought, because Ted was busy kicking it with Leslie, he didn't know. I think that she really didn't know or really didn't realize her body that well to the point where she was pregnant with twins. She had the twins. I believe whoever this person who was a favor for Leslie this last go round when she went in there and snuck in and did what she did to Laura is the same person that did a favor for her back then. And she took Eva and left, bounced, skip. That's what I feel. I know you like, girl, you be always wrong. I mean, it's just something I'm thinking about. It's just, just talking about some conversation. And just this, last week, she was all in Eva's house. I mean, Eva's room in the hotel, scooping up and snatching things, stealing things as if it were hers. It's right in our plain face that she's the type of person that will easily take what she feels is hers. And she keeps telling Ted that she holds the cards. See, she has the cards. She holds them. So I'm like, girl, you already, went up in his party. You wanted everybody to know what he was. Now you're literally trying to be Nicole. Why? When just a week or so ago, she's like, he ain't gonna let go of all of this, honey. He was some boring ass Nicole. She boring, honey. She don't even do what I do. I be doing that leather and I be doing this and that. She's willing to create herself to be Nicole just so that he can want her. And it's like, why? I believe that she lied about being pregnant. I don't think that she would ever pregnant. I don't think she ever had a little baby in that belly. She lied to Ted because she probably was thinking that Ted was going to not be with her anymore, or he told her that he couldn't be with her no more. So she lied about being pregnant. She lied. Back in the day, women used to do that shit all the time. They still do that shit. They'll lie about being pregnant. So he didn't take no test. He didn't find out if she was pregnant. He didn't let her pee on no stick or nothing. He just told Bill, get rid of her. And that's what she did. She left. So they don't even know if she got pregnant. I mean, she got an abortion, which of course she didn't. They just gave her a pocket full of cash and money, purse full of Chicago, and she left. I don't think that she ever was pregnant. I think that if she either she was pregnant and she lost the baby, or she just lied. And Leslie is the queen of lies. She's the queen of lies and disguise. We all know that. That girl does not ever, ever, ever tell the truth. So I don't think she ever was pregnant. A lot of people are having their I'm getting ready to walk to the kitchen now. I don't feel like being on camera, but a lot of people are very much still not feeling this new Ted. I think he's doing good. I think he's doing good. He's showing the emotion that Ted should show. I just also think that Keith is an emotional actor. I think that Maurice, honey, if you look at Maurice IG, Maurice be all over the place. He gained a whole following. I know y'all like, what you frying, Auntie? Some chicken. It sounds good, don't it? But anyway, Maurice is out there just, showing his body, honey, at all these events, honey. He's just loving this newfound fame that he's getting. Although he's been famous a while, but a lot of us didn't know who he was until he popped up on this show. So he be everywhere. And he has a petition. I don't know if any of y'all follow him, but right when they brought in the new Ted, Keith, on the 15th, he sent a lot of people a petition that somebody started to get him to come back. And I'll put a screenshot of it on here on the video so y'all can see it for yourself. I'm gonna put it right here in the video so you can see it. Now I think he sent it because it is from his page. I think that somebody shared that with him, and so he shared it with people who love him. So I know I'm not the only one that got it. And it was in my IG inbox. So I think he a little petty. He cute though. He fine now. He sexy and everything. I like to have some chocolate with that. But let Keith have his chance. I think Keith is doing a really, really good job. We just got so spoiled with Maurice looking so pretty that we look past that. A lot of the scenes that he was in, his acting was not as strong as it could have been. So getting back to Leslie, I really think that Leslie really, it's like she was sitting there in plain sight, just taking stuff, just walked in her room. I think that's what she did with that baby. She walked in there. She thought that was her baby. And that's why she raised Eva the way she did. Because everybody keeps dropping these clues about how in the world could you do that to your own daughter, or do that to your flesh and blood. Why would you do that to your own, a real mother? It's like they're throwing all of these clues about, okay, is she the real mother? Is that her flesh and blood? Does she loves her now? I think she loves her. I'm on the fence with that. That's a debatable situation. She only wants Ted though in her world. She don't give a fuck about Eva like that. But I just really, really feel that Eva and Kat are twins. I believe that Nicole was going through so much of an emotional roller coaster back then. She didn't know that she was pregnant with two twins. And back then, they had plenty of women who would be pregnant, didn't know they were pregnant, would have two babies, and one was hiding behind the other. If it was one sack, well, they're not identical, they're fraternal if they're like that. But it just seems like that. I just feel like Nicole was just so out of it emotionally, that she didn't know it. They have people who've been pregnant and never knew they were pregnant. They sitting on the toilet and the baby be in the toilet, so I think that she was really, really emotionally out of it back then. And whoever Leslie is working with in the damn hospital knew about it and said, "Oh, we got an extra one here." And she went up in there like she did with them all those stuff at that hotel, the robe and stuff. She folded that baby up and put it in a bag and walked right out. I feel like she did that. If she did it and we found out she did it, y'all gonna come back here and be like, "Auntie, you right." You was right, Auntie. I'm telling you. So I think that was all the tea that I wanted to drop. I want to talk about Miss Maria Howell, who performed here in Charlotte at the Middle Sea Jazz Club last night. She did 2 shows. Damn, I hate that I missed that, because the show that I went to started at the same time that she was on stage, so I couldn't have saw her last night. But I'm going to go and try to check her out in September. I think that's what the website says, that she'll be back in September. And about Ted, around mid-May, he dropped this inbox about, this petition to bring back Maurice. I was like, why you want to do that? That sounds like to me you were fired, my love. Sound like to me, your contract just didn't come to an end. I mean, you was only there for 30 days. Like, you started on February 27th, and by mid-March, we was hearing about a new Ted, which was weird. And now we know, let that baby have it. He only been there for 10 days. Let him go in and have his time there. I like the chemistry that he had with Nicole. I can't wait to see how loving they could be together. I like the fatherly energy that he brings. And I do think that he knows how to handle damn Leslie. He really does. He kind of had a little Denzel moment, you know. Stay away from me and mine, he says, you know. So that was all. I had to get that off my chest. It was sitting in the middle of this big old belly of mine. And I just couldn't stop thinking about it. I just could not stop thinking. Oh, they got another lady who was in Tyler Perry's movie. She's going to be here singing. Okay, I mean, we got some good people who be stopping through Charlotte at Middle C. If you're ever in Charlotte, North Carolina, stop by Middle C Jazz spot. It's a really quaint spot with all grown people. You ain't got to worry about nobody coming up in there starting no shit. They kept their club open even during the pandemic, because that was around the time that me and my honey bunny met, and we were still able to go and see shows with no problem. My band is coming. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to tell my boyfriend. Is that what he? Oh, I got to go see our band. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I got to tell him that our band is coming in mid-July. Yes, we got to go. We got to go. So yeah, she performs at Middle C quite frequently. I don't know if she lives here in Charlotte, or if she lives in Atlanta. I don't know where Miss Howell lives. And I wanted to, talk a little bit about our crazy ass Delulu Leslie. That was all, y'all. I didn't want to waste your time and your Sunday, but those were only some, Auntie's thoughts. And I would love to know y'all thoughts too. I know everybody think that the same thing, that she crazy. He has a little ways to go to help us, understand him better. And looks like Eva next week has done something with Leslie's helmet and boots, and damn fast puss. Vanessa's gonna finally be with Joey, honey, right there on the pool table. That's just for TV, y'all. Don't be trying that shit at home. Just like how Haley tried to move things off the desk and see how she did. Vanessa gonna be sore like a mother sucker off that pool table if they find doing some shit on their table. All right, y'all. Auntie loves you. I just had to do that little brainstorming thing, because I was like, this is like crazy to me. It just bothered me. It's like just little clues that she would give about her not having that connection with that girl, with Eva. She just does not connect with her. It's easy for her to go mean and then love. It's like there's no in between with her. And it's like no real mother would do that. I don't care how crazy you are. And she would rather change herself to fit this woman to get him back than to try to be a better mother, to try to get the love and the trust of her daughter back. So, all right, y'all. Love you. Bye.